Hello everybody, day 14, jacking up the van. As you see, the van is under the polytunnel, makeshift polytunnel, been makeshift for the last 15 years. And the van, both on the drive and 5 gliders in the garage. A couple of hours work and they were soon under the polytunnel. My own van's on the front drive and the other van's in the garage, jacked up on stands and ready to work on. All nice and clean and ready to go, all in the dry now for the winter. Across the middle of the van, because I'll be out there working most of the time on my own, there's a big beam, 100% safety. Okay, so we're starting day 15, we're going to remove the brake valve. I did remove it and left it hanging down on the pipes and the pipe got broke. But to take it off was a hell of a mother of a job. All the nuts was rounding off and well, in the end I ended up cutting the pipes and to get it off. The rear brake compensation valve, yeah, I cut it off, pipes and all. There it is with the nuts in it. I put it in the vise to get all the loose nuts out. I did end up breaking the stud off of it, but not a problem. It's only a retaining stud. I hammered, but the pin wouldn't come out, so eventually I ended up cleaning the end of the pins up. So it's the solid pin that should rotate in there is now 2 pins. Yeah, I used the hammer on it, take it from me. And what I did, I rebuilt the arm that goes over the top. There's the pipes, I cut some, undone some, and the rest I had to work on to get the nuts off in the vise. It was not easy work. But it was only a couple of hours and it was off. And then another few hours on bench, and there's the unit now. All cleaned up, sanded down. The tape's around it at the moment because if you lift it up in the position it's in, it's possible to stretch it and pull the rubber off. There's the bump on the top, if you notice it. They built up the hinge area and there's the bump on the top that I broke off, but I've tapped the bottom down and it does the same job now. So that's like new, ready to go back on. And because I broke all the pipes, obviously the pipes have got to be repaired in position. So I bought myself a little bending, cutting and crimping tool for the pipes, do my own pipes. Cost me £18, got it off of eBay, but whenever I do pipes now, I'll make all the pipes for this van. I'll save myself a fortune really. Okay, day 16. Bump stops again, back to them. They one side I've got the unit to go on, that the bump stop fits on, and the other side I need to make one. But that's how they fit on, as you obviously know. I need to grind that unit down and make it up. There's the other one I made the other one. It's not exactly the same, but basically it's just to spread the load of the bump stop, so it's nothing critical. And as always I'll say there is the unit. There's a nut now to be welded in the middle of that one to retain the bump stop. But once again I say this is all quick and bang together. I do these cars up to make them legal and safe to drive for on the road. I don't do them up as classics. Now here's a classic for you. This old grinding wheel, it come from British Aerospace, from some of their stuff when they was chucking it out. My mate used to work for Mighty and they used to give him tickets and get permission to take stuff out. Because it was being chucked, tax purposes probably, but it's a unit, I've had it for God knows how many years now and it works perfect. And it helped me to shape the bump stop plates. It helped me grind them down, get them the size. There's the bump stop now, fitted, welded and ready for filling, overfilling and painting. Just need to do the other side. That's how the bump stop look when it goes on. Then the other side is tacked and ready for a bit more weld and overfilling and painting. The bump stops, by the way, they were asking £70 and £80 for them new, and it wasn't the actual ones, so I bought these for £25 off eBay. And they do the job. They pass MOT without them in actual fact, but the car don't seem right not having them. And there's the other side, ready for the bump stop. Now that's the side I actually made up. I think I'll show you underneath. There's the big bolt welded in the middle for the bump stop to engage on. Mind you, you put sealant on there with it as well. Right, bump stop's in place. As I say, I got it from eBay. Yeah, eBay's a handy little place to buy things, but 25 quid, that's supplied and delivered. They're second hand, but they last another 20 years. and as I say, they're not compulsory for the MOT. Okay, please remember, as I've said before, I do these cars up for speed and to get them MOT'd. I don't do them up as classics. I'm not that... I can do anything, but I'm not good at anything. Right, what shall I do tomorrow? There's the fuel tank exit and a bit of work on the wing I could do. Or there is, in actual fact, one plate left to do along by the back door. It took me all of 10 minutes to do it. Probably take me longer painting it than putting the plate on. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll carry on when I do any more work. I'll keep you up to date. Thanks for watching. Petethewrist.